Chapter 12. Not stories? Not at all. Something about that statement left a mark upon my heart, something worth uncovering. Although the world called it a mystery, to me it felt more like an unresolved terror waiting to reveal itself. Naka dropped our bags onto the sofa. Exhausted from the journey, I reached for mine, thinking it was finally time to unpack. Without saying a word, she walked into the kitchen and returned carrying 2 bottles of water from the refrigerator. She handed one to me. I quietly shook my head. She uncapped hers and drank slowly. Silence settled between us. After another sip, she finally spoke. "Remember to prepare your school uniform for tomorrow's lessons." I turned toward her. Something in her expression told me she was trying to leave the village behind. The smile she forced onto her face did little to hide it. Perhaps she simply refused to believe everything Mr. Kayasu had said. A few moments later, she left the apartment for one of her usual evening walks. The journey back from Malibu had not felt nearly as difficult as it had the first time. Yet the mysteries we had left behind seemed to travel with me. Naka had barely spoken during the entire trip. Mr. Kayasu's words remained calm, yet strangely unsettling. People disappearing, evidence that never seemed to fit. Nothing felt as though it belonged where it should. And then there was Naki's investigation, somehow connected to Kudi's family. "I've been trying for a long time to find out where they disappeared to," Naki had told us back in the village. Mado and Naka had exchanged uneasy glances. "Mother's condition can wait," Naki had insisted. "This is more urgent." Naka stepped forward, anger blazing in her eyes. "Really? Mother's health keeps getting worse. First trauma, then sickness, and who knows what comes next if none of us does something?" Her words were harsh, yet Naki remained unmoved. I watched everything unfold like a play upon a stage. 2 sisters. 2 faces hiding behind unseen masks. 2 secrets waiting to be uncovered. Why did Naki seem to care so little about Mother's condition? How could her investigation possibly solve everything? "Namu, we're leaving. Go and get your bags." Naka's command echoed through the room. I stood motionless. Mado's lonely eyes still lingered in my thoughts. I prayed that one day he would overcome that sadness. Then Naki spoke quietly. "I'll take Mother and Mado with me. At least that will ease your burden." Naka stopped halfway to the bedroom and slowly turned around. "And what will become of this house?" she asked. Naki answered without hesitation. "We'll sell it." She paused before continuing. "We'll share the money and leave everything connected to this case behind us." A faint smile crossed Naka's face. It was almost as though she had expected those words. "Didn't we settle that even before Father's death? What the family committee decided cannot simply be changed." Naki remained silent. Then Naka stepped closer. "Wait a minute. I hope Father's death has nothing to do with your sudden desire to sell this place. If you start talking about property now, I can already see where your police officer husband is leading this investigation." She folded her arms, pretending to seek justice while chasing something entirely different. Naki's expression hardened. "How dare you say that? I'm your sister. Ever since I married that police officer, you've treated me as though it were the greatest curse of my life." Without another word, Naka continued toward the bedroom. But Naki refused to let the matter end there. "Like it or not, I'm going to act on what I've said. Being older than the rest of us doesn't make you our ruler. If you truly want Mado to return to school and Mother to recover, then you have no reason to reject my proposal." The memory vanished as a sudden knock echoed through the apartment. I returned to the present. "I'm coming," I shouted. Opening the door, I found a tall, broad-shouldered man standing outside. A thick beard framed his face. His black jeans and dark jacket gave him an intimidating appearance, yet strangely I felt no fear. Something deep inside whispered that I had already survived far greater terrors. "Is Marie home?" the man asked. "I don't know anyone called Marie," I replied. Without waiting for permission, he stepped inside. "Hey, how dare you come in without permission? I don't even know you." I raised my voice, hoping the neighbors might hear. Keeping a safe distance, I remained near the doorway while the stranger wandered farther into the apartment. Silence filled the room, only my growing tension remained. "Perhaps she really lives here," he muttered to himself. "I've been looking for her for a very long time." I left the door half open. Part of me wanted to run outside. Another part wanted to stay and see what this mysterious visitor was searching for. "What do you want?" I asked, my voice trembling. He sat comfortably on the sofa as though he belonged there, then he looked at me. Has Marie ever told you about me? I slowly shook my head. A faint smile crossed his face. So, you know nothing about Uncle Martin? I looked away. His words echoed inside my mind like another hidden secret waiting to surface. I opened the door even wider. Whoever you're looking for doesn't live here. You need to leave. Almost pleading, I waited for him to stand. Instead, he remained seated. I have nowhere else to go, Martha. This is the only place left for me. Shock spread across my face. How do you know my name? He smiled again. I've known you since the day you were born. Even when Marie brought you here, I knew. Before I could respond, the front door swung open. Naka stepped inside. Her eyes met the stranger's. Surprise flashed across her face before giving way to anger. She doesn't know you, and she doesn't need to. The man slowly rose to his feet. It's been a very long time, Marie. His voice remained calm. Naka said nothing. She only stared at him. The silence between them seemed older than memory itself. The stranger gestured toward the sofa. Shall we talk now, or after you sit down? Still, Naka remained silent. I tightened my grip on the door handle, feeling that whatever happened next would change everything.